Okay. Hello, dear students, and welcome to another fresh episode where I will teach you a new lesson and we will discuss about the lesson. But first of all, I hope you have the books and you will read the poem too. So the poem this is for CBSE class 10 for the upcoming board exams, and I know that since most of you do not because of this lockdown we can't attend school, that is why I'm making this video series for you. Please like the video if you want more type of such content, educational videos, and if you like this video, YouTube will also recommend you such educational videos so that it will benefit you for your upcoming board exams. And also, if you haven't watched my other videos for class 10, you can just go through my videos and you will see. Okay, so let us start. This is I guess chapter 3 from your first flight book, Fire and Ice, written by Robert Frost, one of my favorite poets. Let us go through the poem first. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction of ice is also great and would suffice. So this is the short poem, and now let us understand what do they mean. This short poem outlines the familiar question about the fate of the world. What is the fate of the world? Wondering if it is more likely to be destroyed by fire and ice. Poet is sure that the world will be destroyed, but how exactly? Will it be through the two destructive elements, either fire or ice? People are on both sides of the debate. Frost then provides his own personal take on the provision of how the world will end. So Frost gives his own personal opinions. The poet first concludes that the world would end in fire which represents war. Considering his personal experience with desire and passion, he says that the world will end in fire. Yet, after considering his experience with ice or hatred, the narrator acknowledges that ice would be equally destructive because ice also represents coldness, where we don't have any compassion. Now, what are the poetic devices used in the poem? For poetic devices, almost every other line rhymes. Okay, there is some alliteration, which is a figure of speech used. Example, favor, fire. And symbolism plays a big part in this poem. Symbolism, where fire and ice represent, they are a symbol for passion and hatred. Fire and ice are symbolic. Fire is a symbol for desire, passion, etc. Meanwhile, ice is a symbol of hatred, cold, cruel, etc. Having the world end in fire or ice doesn't mean just burning or freezing. It, although, yeah, definitely it has a literal meaning, but it doesn't only represent that the world will really end in just fire or it will freeze. No, it's about passion, desire, and hatred and cruelty overtaking the world. Like in this situation, are we compassionate to our other living beings, or do we have hate maybe for the Chinese, maybe for whichever country? So, this is what the poem also wants to discuss through his poem, because each poem has a story to tell, but in an artistic manner and in a subtle manner. It can be anything for anyone regarding his situation, his or her situation. So, with that, I end this short poem written by Robert Frost. Uh, Definitely, I hope you have jotted down some valid and important points, and you can use these videos for a quick revision before your tests and upcoming exams. Okay, please like if you have understood the lesson, and if you want more of such lessons, and please comment if you have any questions below. I would love to answer them for you. Jai Hind, students. Thank you for now.